Hello, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I hope you're having a great day today. And I'm going to share something that's very, very simple and we love it. We have a restaurant, well, it's probably about 45 miles from here in Anniston. It's a catfish place that's called Top of the River. But before they bring you your entrees, they bring you a plate that has pickled onions, cornbread, and the pickled onions are my favorite thing about the whole place. So today I wanted to just show you a simple recipe for refrigerator pickled onions, and I have already done some of the onions, and I did purple onions, but I want to show you how I do it. I took 2 purple onions and I halved them, peeled them, I halved them like this, and then I'm just slicing them, and I know that this is making a loud noise, but I saved some just to show you how I do it. Now you can do white onions. They're going to taste basically the same. But, of course, this is purple. So, 2 onions and slice them. You can slice them as thin as you want. But just remember, a little bit thicker will make them a little crisper when you're putting them in your jars. So I have this in a colander, and I'm going to show you the reason I do have it in this colander. I have 4 cups of water that I have on my stove, and I've just gotten it really hot, and I'm going to pour that over this. And the reason I did that is because it will take some of the pink out. Now, to this, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of white vinegar and 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, which made 2 cups. You could use just 2 cups of white vinegar if you want. I'm going to put 1 cup of water. I'm going to put 6 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. I'm going to put this on my stove, and I'm just going to heat. That's what I'm going to do. It'll only take a minute to heat up, and I'm just tilting this bowl so the hot water is just kind of taking a little bit of the purple. They won't be quite as red. You don't have to do this even. But that's only going to take a minute to heat up. And I've taken 2 pint fruit jars. And I'm going to just put these onions in the jars. Now some people put hot peppers like jalapenos. They'll slice those up, and some people even put pickling spice. But I don't. I just have them pickled sort of like you would do your cucumbers and all, but This is just the way I do mine. All right. This really may make more than 2 jars. I hear it beginning to heat up. That's in that hot water makes this hot, so I'm having to lift it up a little bit. No, it's not going to make a lot more, I can tell you. May just put the rest in a bowl and pour some of the mixture over it. But remember, these are not canned, so you wouldn't put these on the shelf. You'll just keep these in your refrigerator. That's why they're called refrigerator pickles, pickled onions. Y'all, these are good on hamburgers. These are good on hot dogs. But I love them just to eat them with vegetables. If you cook beans or peas or dried beans, these are so, so good. Right now, I can see it smoking. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this into the jar. Okay. All right, and I have just my lids and my bands, the rings, and I'm just gonna, I don't want them too tight. I just want it tight like that, but not extremely tight. And this may be a little bit too much in here. Okay. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with the rest. See how pretty this is? I'm going to get just a bowl. And the rest of these onions that would not go in a jar, just going to put it on here, or in here. And I'm going to pour the rest of this vinegar and sugar and salt over it. And I'll cover that and put that in the refrigerator also. But y'all, this is very simple, but it's good. Now, some people I know don't like onions, but pickled onions taste differently than just a regular onion. But this was so, so easy to do. You'll want these to stay in your refrigerator a couple of days before you open one. Just know that the longer you leave it in there, the better it's going to taste. But this is something that I'd like for you to try. And you know, 2 onions makes a little over 2 pints. You could give one to a friend if you wanted to. We all have onions, and the white onions would be fine to do also. I just had purple onions. But y'all, I just wanted to show you this and to tell you that I appreciate you following me so much. I hope that you're sharing my page, and I think I've told you, those of you who say you never show up on my page anymore, if you'll comment or share it, it's going to then start moving to the top of your page, because Facebook's pretty smart. They know whether or not you like it enough to comment. But I appreciate that you following me, and just want to know I love you. And of course, I want you to be salt and light. Matthew 5:13 through 16. You can order the shirt on my website, MamaSue'sSouthernKitchen.com. So many of you have asked me, sent messages, where can I find your salt box, salt and pepper box? There's on my website, you go to the things I love and you'll find that too. But anyway, be salt and light wherever you go. Let others see Jesus in you. I'll be back soon.